Guess who's back? Back again. It's a toy kind of mood, and we here to sin. Number 7, episode 7, getting ready for Halloween. I'm your host, Travis Moody, and back, it's just the two of us. Ronnie, what's up, my man?
What's up, man? Been good. Long week of haul. We got a lot of good stuff to show today.
Yeah, exactly. This whole episode is going to be a haul, right?
Sure
It's basically the entire episode we're doing here today is the weekly plunder. We have lots of stuff to show, and that's pretty much what we're going to do. We'll go over some of the current topics and toys and some of the news and reveals, but why not play with toys? This is the toy box episode. We've been wanting to do this since the beginning. We actually get to do stuff with the plastic. Nothing too drastic, but it'll be a great time. Ronnie, what do you got for me?
All right, we're going to start off. I'm going to show you something that isn't new to the market, but it's new to me. It's something I wanted for a while. It was the 20th edition Jim Lee black and white Batman fig from DC. Something I really wanted. I've been searching for it for a while, and when COVID hit and stores were closed, and I didn't want to pay online prices, I actually found it at a local toy store I told you about, Toy Vault. They have so much old stuff, and I was lucky enough to find it for a real good price. So that's something I wanted for a while, and once we get to conventions again, I'll hopefully get them to sign it.
Yeah, are they going to be one of our sponsors now? They're local.
Maybe.
Right? Toy Vault. Go check them out. Where are they? At the Dartmouth Mall? They still call it the North Dartmouth Mall?
Yep, it's a local toy store chain. They have like 3 in the area. One's only 10 minutes away from me, and then the other one's probably about a half hour, and another one's 40 minutes. But it is strictly a Massachusetts / Rhode Island, just like single owner chain, a family that owns the company. And man, they have warehouses of toys, from vintage toys, things that they've collected, and the stock changes every couple months when they start putting new inventory and cycling things around our site. So it is a toy box store.
Yeah. Right. So this is perfect intro. Went all the way to Bill Ricca to get myself a Batman figure, you know what I mean? And a medium regular from Dunkies on the way home. That's the way to do it over there in New England. Hey, I got Batman to show off too. As you know, and it's perfect because the last episode we did before the wrestling one was about the Mezco Toys Shadow Edition Supreme Night. Well, this is the second best thing you're going to get. Some people still have it first. And this is the Hush Batman. Remember Jim Lee's famous story and artwork right there?
Yeah.
And he's got like a little bit of a Wolverine claw action, and he's got this tremendous wire cape, very similar to the Shadow Edition. If you love this blue, then this is the one for you, right? And then they have bright gold utility belt and and also an assortment of faces very similar to what you're going to get with Mezco. What do you think of this bad boy?
I really like it. I like the blue hue of the cape. It really goes like a nod back to the old school Batman we've seen, back in the 60s, that original series Batman. And I like having the wire in the cape so you can pose it. That's pretty awesome, because a lot of the times today you get that hard plastic non-posable capes, or one that's just all cloth, no like mobility to it, or positioning for character placement or anything. So it's nice to see that kind of feature in a fig that ain't going to cost you $200-$300.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is the first time I've ever went and bought custom capes. I've always just dealt with what I've had. And with the Black Series Mandalorian, I ordered a custom cape, got myself a cloth cape. Whenever that Beskar armor Mandalorian, I guess they finally shipped that thing. So there's some news for you. So check your Hasbro Pulse account. And then also, a lot of people are buying soft goods wired cape for Spawn, because a lot of people have bought the Mortal Kombat 11 Spawn figure. So, and then here's all the additions. I don't want to throw it up too much because I don't want it to all go spilling down. But this is the most handsome Bruce Wayne face you'll see on a figure, at least for an affordable figure. I don't know if I can get that.
Yeah, it's real close to the comic book or anime.
That sexy guy.
Yeah, real close to the anime Batman that we all grew up with, I think. Pretty close.
Yeah. And then, so an assortment of hands and the grapple wire and everything. But compared to what we showed in the Mezco, and these are priced about the same. I mean, now you can still buy this on bigbadtoystore.com, but as far as the Mezco, of course, that went, in minutes, under 20 minutes. and that thing's going for double the price at least. But for the amount of stuff you get, the Mezco was a better buy for $90. I mean, still, up until that Supreme Edition, this was the front runner for at least Batman figure of the year.
Yeah. Now, how much was that one? Was that the one that had to be shipped out from like Europe, whatever, or was that a locally?
Oh no, well, Medicom Toy is based out of Japan,
Yep, that's
actually,
right.
and so Mayfex is their high-end toy line. So again, just like Mezco, it's a middle between, our Hasbro $20 figure or McFarlane figure, and then of course the Hot Toys and Sideshow collectibles. And I just want to show you guys this box because look at the artwork in there, Jim Lee. So, I've been throwing a lot of boxes away, but I'm not going to throw this one away.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Yeah,
So
that's. I mean,
nice
Jim
on the
Lee
top.
artwork has its own twist, own look to it. That's why I wanted that one so bad. I have a. I didn't bring it to show, but I have a black and white Jim Lee Superman variant that I had already. That's why I wanted the Batman to go with it. And again, it's that same kind of Jim Lee art style. It's something that is ageless. It always looks good.
Oh yeah, no, the guy is he's at the top of his game for sure. Um, any other stuff you want to talk about with Batman that happened this week? There was quite a bit actually from our Uncle Todd came in with some news this week.
Yeah, I mean, he announced some McFarlane Flashpoint Batman figs. I think it's Thomas Wayne and an unmasked variant. I think there was also a Injustice Flash that was announced, and Gorilla Grodd, which looked pretty good. That looked pretty awesome to me.
Oh yeah, and he likes his big chunks of plastic, so that
Yes.
Gorilla Grodd is right up his alley.
Beefy.
What do you
He's a
think
big
of
boy.
the? Oh yeah, definitely. Just like he also revealed the Build-A-Figure Bane. But what do you think of the unmasked variant? A lot of people were complaining because the Thomas Wayne actually looks good. I don't know if I'll get it. I want my regular Batman in 6. And
Yep.
Flashpoint Batman is on the line between the regular Batman and kind of like this Elseworlds Batman because Flashpoint is used so much in the DC universe. So I like the figure a lot, but then to come out with an unmasked variant, why can't, a lot of people were like, hey, charge us $35 and put the two to, give us the, $30, give us the extra face and the sword.
Yeah. Give us the option of heads.
Right, just like this, it's
Yeah.
got the 2-3 faces instead.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of pissed a lot of people off. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, McFarlane is the other thing is he's known for accessories lately. He's known with having the extra hands or extra. So why wouldn't they allow it as a variant head so you can still have the traditional look if you wanted to? It's I don't understand that logic at all. But because it would be different if he didn't ever give extra accessories or give extra heads or any kind of mask or anything. But he's known for doing it, especially when you start getting in the the newer, or should I say the new was it the Kickstarter for Spawn. You could have got the cheapest entry value one if you could have got on that Kickstarter, which was like $29, and it came with another head. So he's known for giving other items and options, but I have no idea. Maybe it was a licensing thing. I have no idea.
yeah, not with this DC multiverse line.
No, he hasn't.
Where of course we've already seen another Flash, which is almost the same one with just like kind of an angrier face.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't stick that head
right
in that box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So but I think the highlight from McFarlane Con came today. And now McFarlane Con, it's like him talking on Instagram in a story for 2 minutes. Hey, it's Uncle Todd, and then showing his stuff and talking
getting all excited.
Yeah.
How much? Look at this! Look what I made! I love it.
Yeah. This guy's badass. This is
if you throw this,
plastic.
Yeah. If you give this blaster, look at this awesome sword here. Look how big it is. I'm Uncle Todd.
I love it. I love his exuberance. He's the best. But I think the best news we saw today wasn't really news. It was just we finally got to see the last night on Earth, Bane, but he compared him to the Bat Cycle. We finally got to see Death Metal Batman on that crazy Bat Cycle, and we can kind of picture how this is going to take a lot of room on the shelf, but I think it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's one of those things that is so different than anything else out there. It looks sharp. It looks the clean lines, the sculpt on everything. I mean, it's something that you want to put, for front and center as a display piece. I can't imagine anybody buying it and playing with it. It's something you definitely want to have as a display piece with that look to it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It'll fit in well with the rest of the Dark Knight's metal line.
Yeah.
He's surely killing it that way. There was a couple other tidbits, but yeah, just check out his Instagram if you want to see more from McFarlane Con. There was another con. What's it like? Me and you are having a con right now, a toy box con, right? Let's just call everything a con. I think we're getting conned into thinking things are cons.
You are 100% right. I feel like manufacturers and companies and these big promo convention organizers, because there is no conventions going on for the past 8 to 10 to going to be 12, 11 months. By the time we actually get a con, it'll probably be 24 months. We probably won't see another con open until 2022 at this rate. But they're using that because they know we usually have our summer cons, we have our fall cons. I'd be preparing for Rhode Island Comic Con and Boston Comic Con right now. So they're kind of marketing it as, hey, con exclusives here. It's every week there's one, like you said. BuzzCon here, Buzz Lightyear crap or something. I don't know.
We'll see what happens next. But there was Mezco Con. So, of course, just 2 episodes ago, we had brought Fabian on, and he was tremendous talking about Supreme Knight Batman and his collection and the diehard ins and outs of the high-end Mezco line. But it really, unless you're already delved into that brand, it started off with like kind of like a giant bodega, almost like a box diorama, and it's cardboard and then a bunch of accessories. It was like $150 for a bunch of accessories and a Gomez. So I mean, I understand people went crazy. It sold out, and I even saw some flipping for like $270, which is wild to me that a big giant cardboard box with a bunch of accessories. But this goes to show you how diehard this fan base is at Mezco.
Yeah. And it even had the alternate head, which had the light up eyes and the weapons chest. I mean, if I had the extra loot on me at that exact moment, I probably would have dove in because it looked pretty cool. And like you said, unless you're on the Mezco radar, which I wasn't previously, and you even can vouch for that too. We both kind of had chats lately where we're really, really reconsidering what we buy carefully now because we want to kind of save up for those Mezco, anything Mezco, because they really are worth the money. They're such a good looking fig with all the accessories.
Right, and one that really shook the internet, and we kind of knew it was coming, but then we weren't sure because they waited till day 2. It was that Dr. Fate.
Oh, I want it so bad.
I know, right? I've read Dr. Fate stories. He's an integral part to all the different Earths and the changes and the realms and combining the magic
multiverse.
with the multiverse, kind of bringing the magic side of like the Justice League dark side to the crime riddled part of Gotham Central and all that. He's kind of that middle piece. But having not known much about him, I know he had an episode on the CW shows, but I don't know, it just looks so phenomenal. I guess it'll depend on the price, because I think, again, Shadow Edition Supreme Knight Batman for $90, because I just showed you a Mafex Batman for $90. We got a lot. So it'll have to depend on, the accessories, how much are they going to price it at? So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not dying for a Dr. Fate figure, but it's so well done.
Yes.
That it's going to be.
I like Dr. Fate. He's always been a common thread of a character throughout all of the different timelines and different stories. There's always been in the comic universe wise, there's always been that one like rogue comic that came out where he would be in the background as a character, but you'd see he had a larger part in the end of the series of whatever the comic run that was, throughout a lot of different characters throughout the comic book series. You've always seen him pop up, so he's been kind of like that what's the word it would be, like Men in Black kind of mystery in the back, having his hand in fate. I've been a fan. I like him. Even when he was running with the JLA for a while, back in some of the older comics. People forget that. So he does have an origin within the comic books that follow a lot of those characters. And like you said, the look looks amazing. One thing is we're never going to see him without his mask, so you know there won't be a headless version or another version really, because he's always had his helm, his helmet. So
yeah, that's true. That's why I cried a bed every night, wishing for an armorer. I want to see the sexy female that's underneath
we
that
might
armor
in
mask,
season
right?
2.
All right, let's get back. There was also Leatherface. I'm not the biggest horror fan, but we may have a Halloween episode, and I may not be the host. I'm just not. When it comes to Halloween and horror, I'm here with it. And so when it comes to figures, I'm not sure. But Leatherface, a lot of people were clamoring for that. But I did say on that episode that I would be getting this. Thanks, Fab. I had to spurge on this. So it's the Netflix Punisher, and this guy's a badass, of course. No surprise here. And look, I love the stands that they're doing over there. So cool. You don't even need stands for these figures, but they make the best ones. And voila, look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
It looks just like Rosenthal. The look looks awesome.
Yeah, I actually stood in for him on a movie called King, produced by Will Smith.
Wow.
See the likeness? No, I'm just kidding. But I had his hair was like this. It was for that movie, but yeah, he was nothing like the Punisher. But I guess we're similar in size to John Bernthal. But look at that. So we got soft goods. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I got some poor lighting. Sorry, it's the afternoon here, but we got a leather jacket. There you go. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
And then we got soft goods on the pants. I'm having difficulty here. Hey, this is our first toy box episode, so we're trying.
No worries.
I actually did just get a webcam from Amazon Prime Day, but I haven't set it up yet, unfortunately.
Nice.
But
yeah,
no.
So is the trench? Is it like a hard plastic, soft plastic, or is it like a matte?
No, it's a soft.
Plastic?
No, it's
really?
a soft. It's a
That's
soft,
cool.
almost like a pleather.
Yeah.
A plastic leather, but it feels like leather. Yeah, and he's got some. And underneath, he's got it's funny because I have almost the same shirt, like a thermal. And I have a Punisher thermal. I actually own one. I probably should have wore it for the show. It would have been too hot in here though. But yeah, it's just, but he's got amazing. All the utilities there, belts and everything. So yeah, it's phenomenal. And I'll show you some of the stuff that comes with it. There's quite a lot because it's Mezco toys. So we got the roadblock gun there.
Yeah, the Gatling, baby.
Yeah, the Gatling, and you got the
full ammo clips, the belt feeder clips.
And he only has one other alternate head, but that's okay for me. This is and you got the blood splatter there.
Yep.
So very similar, but a lot of blood. So not a whole different. I know with the Marvel Legends figure had a lot of hair, but that was because it was the Daredevil, his first appearance. But this is based on the Punisher show. And then you've got an assortment of hands. He's mostly going to be doing this the whole time. But if you want to have a fist,
different
and then one to hold the
Gatling.
Yeah, and then fire to put at the end of the stuff.
Muzzle
so
flash.
surprisingly, he doesn't have a lot of guns, but that's because it's based on the episode. He that was one of the differences between him and the comic Punisher. So there's a comic Punisher, Mezco, and it comes with a gazillion guns. But for here, it's a chain gun, a handgun, a 6-shooter, and a knife. So it's a little limited for a Mezco, but you can get it for $80.
Yeah.
So, and he's still available, again, Big Bad Toy Store.
And he's based off you got to remember, he's based off the Netflix character, which was grounded in reality, where he didn't, he wouldn't just walk out like a mobile tank and have rockets shooting RPGs, and he kind of was working off of limited resources in the Netflix series.
Yeah, Michael Douglas had more guns and falling down than he had.
I guarantee he did.
Yeah, but look at this guy. Look at the likeness on this.
It's crazy. The sculpts
unbelievable.
Nowadays, insane.
Unbelievable. Go and also just a shout out to I was looking through the catalog since we're so new to the Mezco, and Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel. The face is so like Brie Larson. It's uncanny how amazing that one came out. So show us some Marvel stuff, Ronnie.
Yeah,
what are you doing over
I don't think
there?
I showed this last time, but I got it in between a couple of our episodes. I got the Magneto Professor X combo. It's actually pretty cool. The faces sculpts on them are, Magneto has some desired sculpt. It looks like they took it right out of a hobo on a street. It doesn't even look like the actor himself. But
Which ones? Which ones are you talking about? Ian
any of
McKellen
the
or
any of the
Michael
Magnetos.
Fassbender?
Yeah, you can see it. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
it looks more like one of the Trump sons than it does, But if you go back to Patrick Stewart, it's not as good as the new one I think that you have, the newest sculpt. But the Patrick Stewart ain't bad. I mean, it's one of those figure things that I want to unbox and display. So, it wasn't a super expensive thing. It was retail. You could still pre-order them when they were, months after they were available. So just something I wanted for my collection because I really like Magneto and I really like Professor X.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what happened, but with that, I guess, when did that one come out? Because the photo reel on this one.
Yeah, this one came out about a month ago.
Okay.
Pre-order started about 3 months ago, and I think it released about 3 weeks ago. But
look at that one.
That one, oh my god.
That's Picard. That's Picard.
Right?
When he retires, right? It's when he's retiring. He's like,
Yeah, it's Patrick Stewart. All you need to do is take that character and put him in his wheelchair and then wheel him real close to the camera and put an iPad in his hand. And Patrick Stewart does weekly sonnets. He just finished it up. He did like 200 and something sonnets, poetry readings every week on Twitter. It was great.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Oh man! And then also that was the Logan.
Go ahead. Have you seen those sonnets from Patrick Stewart that he's been doing? He's been reading poetry. Oh man, it's great. Google it. It's awesome because he's done on with everybody being locked down, and he's like, in his typical, I want to bring some love to people's lives. I can't do his voice for shit, as you can tell, but but he goes and he reads like Shakespeare for like a minute and a half every single week, and he just wrapped up. He'd have a glass of wine, and it was just it was awesome.
And he did one with Ian McKellen as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't they collab on?
They collaborated. Like yeah, he's had what's his name? Frakes, the old oh my god, I can't remember his first name. I'm gonna get slammed in the nerd community, but number one in Star Trek there, Riker, Jonathan Frakes. They had him on one too to do a split, like a dual screen on Zoom or whatever. It was great.
Oh, that's sick. All right, yeah, you'll have to send me a link.
Yeah.
Here's the other part of that 2-pack. Now, again, not Hugh Jackman, but pretty damn good. And he's gonna look good next to the bloodied up Punisher too. Like almost like maybe they have a battle or something like Old Man Logan versus get me on Netflix. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like something like that. So that'll be cool. But this was a great 2-pack. I don't know what's happening with me. I said I wasn't doing Marvel Legends from the Marvel universe, and every episode I'm showing off a new Marvel Legends figure. So
well, they started luring us in with some really awesome combinations of characters. During these pre-order season that we've had. I got a question. Patrick Stewart, in both mine and yours, looks pretty close. Yours obviously looks, it looks just like him. Do you think that
it's uncanny,
right? Do you think it might have been that licensing issues? Maybe that's why they didn't have Hugh Jackman look like Hugh Jackman, and they didn't have I forget his name, the guy that plays Magneto, the
Michael Fassbender,
yeah.
Or Ian McKellen.
No, it was both actually. You're right, because the old Magneto doesn't look like him either. Do you think it could have been a licensing issue? Maybe. I mean, it's curious to wonder because they get this as a good job with Patrick Stewart and Professor X to not do as good. It's kind of curious,
right? Because there's a drastic difference. I would say this is a great time to say, hey, you watching there at home, go in the comments, let us know. Are there some issues when it comes to Marvel licensing, or why are some of the Marvel Legends figures getting uncanny resemblances, and then some are like a little off and close enough and whatnot, kind of looking like the Canadian Avengers in the in the video game.
Yeah.
What's up with it? How come we're not getting the exact ones? But then again, you got Sideshow Collectibles and Hot Toys, and they look exactly like it. And then I just showed you John Bernthal. I mean, God, it looks just like it. But this looks just like Tom Hardy. Tell me not. Look at this thing's the size of my head. Seriously. I got a big ass head. And this thing is the size of it. When I opened this today, I was like, there is no way. How is this thing? This is the fully, and look at this. This is like, we are really playing on the toy box. Come on, man, give me a break. Hey, I got a sequel and you don't. You're retired. Oh, yeah, I didn't do the voice so well. But look at the sizes.
Yeah,
Crazy.
the size difference is.
Look at that.
Yep.
This, and you know, this Wolverine is not the 5'3" Wolverine from the comics. This is the 6'1", 6'2" Hugh Jackman. But look at this thing. Unbelievable. They
Yep.
just came out with the movie wave, and a lot of people, despite not liking the movie, and I haven't even seen the movie, and I was in the movie. I'm one of the SWAT guys in the movie, and I still haven't seen it. It's on Netflix. I keep forgetting about it, but I like that one. But when I saw this for $10 more, easy choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on Hasbro Pulse. It was still there. It was a big deluxe.
Yep.
So yeah,
and
man,
that's a Marvel Legends fig as well, right?
This is Marvel Legends,
Yeah.
right? And it looks like this is crazy. Marvel Legends for $30. So I'm surprised it's still available and people aren't going crazy over this one. I guess because it's the comic one, but it's a tremendous. I'm cherry picking, Ronnie, the stuff that I didn't get from Marvel Universe, the 3 3/4 line, and the movie stuff or the deluxe stuff. That's how I'm cherry picking. I'm not just getting like, comic Captain America. Like I already got it.
Yep. I mean, that's exactly like with Star Wars. I'm an addict. I'm a completionist. I think I've said it before. Where it comes to Marvel or other brands, I like to cherry pick whatever. If a character looks good, if it's a character I really like. I mean, I named my kid after a comic book character. I slid that one by the wife. She had no idea because I used the first name. But
Peter?
No. And I'm not gonna say here. But it's one of those things that, like, if I like a character, if I like a comic, if it has nostalgia drives 99% of toy collecting. I gotta tell you, you know that. We all know that.
Yeah, that's what this show is about.
So if something has a special place for me, especially in the Marvel Legends line, because I'm so far behind that trend that if I were to go dive, in, I'd be in big trouble financially because it's been on for years, and I'm just starting to get things here and there over the past year from Marvel Legends.
Yeah, no question. Sticking with Hasbro, you got some Star Wars stuff you want to show us there, guy?
Yeah, let me get my dump truck to dump the load over because well, I'll start off with the GameStop exclusive, which finally came in. My gaming greats, the good old what the hell, the Electro Staff Purge Trooper. I can see it. There we go. He looks freaking awesome. I mean, I really like the way if you can see, let me see. There we go.
Oh yeah,
the lightning on the staff, even the folds in the shoulder, what do they call it, mantling? That right there even has it looks like a leather material to it. It's not. It's it's like the hard plastic, but I just like the look of it. I mean, the armor, the staffs, even the look of the box. If you look at the box, it's just sharp. It's not as sharp as the new ones which have the diorama on the side. But for gaming greats, it really looks really nice. I like it a lot.
I've thrown all my, and I feel bad because the actual artwork on the Black Series, the red boxes, the artwork itself is actually amazing.
Yeah.
But the red on the sides, the red and black, I see some people like, here's my collection. It's a giant bookcase with all red.
That's my bedroom.
It's like that. It's like that. It's like, what are you showing me, dude? What are you showing me?
It's literally going to the library, if you think about it. You look at a library shelf, right? You got thousands of books, and they're all you see is the binds. Just a number. Yeah. That's exactly. Right. Yeah, I have a bookshelf in my bedroom, and my wife's saying all the time, when are you going to put that away? I'm like, yeah, one day. I got them all in numerical order, all my first gen ones, But it's like that. You slide them out like a book. You look at it, go, you slide it back.
I absolutely love the new packaging, and even I've gotten some of the deluxes as you did from Pulse, but I want to keep it all in that library form, showing the amazing artwork. So I'm actually going to stick to the regular figures in the line.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, show us something.
Speaking about transitioning to that, nice boxes from exclusives. Look, I got in the mail this week. I was very happy about it.
Oh,
I know. I mean, you can see the glare. I mean, it is the Wampa Hoth. I mean, this was you could still pre-order this for a long time. I'm pretty sure you might even be able to still get it. Or if not, if they
Man,
haven't released
I
something.
wish I had that too, man.
Hey, I know. Hey, let us
Hey,
gently touch that
hey.
tip. But yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
I mean,
I love
you
the
can't
holiday
really get
stuff.
the because of my lighting. It's not
No,
really.
yeah, look, no, but that's how the box looks in our house. It's
It's
holographic.
glaringly shiny. I mean, it's freaking
Yeah.
amazing. And it's a big size box too. I like the heft. I like the when it came, I had like 3 or 4 boxes come, and the first one I picked up had this heft, and I was like, let that be my Hoth Wampa, please. And it was the heaviest box I had. This thing has some heft to it, That I'm not gonna open it. I want to, but I'm not. Do you have any? I have some more stuff, but if you want to show something of yours, feel free. What do
Oh
you got
yeah,
over there?
sure. All right. So I mentioned my bride to be, and there she is. So I get the deluxe armor is on its way, and it does come with some great utensils, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it. I'm okay with this because I don't my like see it right there, my diorama, it's kind of full. I don't know if I have a place for her to start banging armor. They're kind of in a war zone, so she might have to just pick up a gun and help everybody else out. I might go against character, but yeah, look at this
You could
detail.
pose her
It's
with
like
hammers like this. Like she's gonna
oh
whack.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. She could clock a druid over the head with it, and like or tweeze his nuts off. So, but yeah, look, it's like a get very Game of Thrones,
Yeah,
medieval with
very
this, and
fantasy
she get.
looking character for the Mandalorian. Very much so.
Well, yeah, I've had plenty of fantasies, but yeah, this is a tremendous. I'm glad the Mandalorian stuff is impossible to get. I'm glad that Pulse shipped these out today. This was perfect to do the toy box today with the amount of crap I got in the mail from Pulse. Pulse actually came through with the fast shipping. Look at this. We've been talking about Cad Bane for what the whole almost our whole run, right?
Yep.
Finally got him. So yeah,
Now
I got rid of the
is that the standard release or is that you
standard release. Yeah, I went you know, I just don't want that giant box. It's nice. It's nice looking. It'd be nice to have the what is it, BD9? No, not BD9. What's the name of their robot?
I think it's
So
360 Toto.
oh yeah, Total 360. Yeah, but it's like, do I really need that little robot? They should have came with a lot more accessories to call it a deluxe. But
Right?
yeah, he's the Clint Eastwood of this Star Wars shit. So, but I'm
Good old
feeling him,
Clone
man. He's
Wars.
cool.
He's a Clone Wars
Yeah.
classic.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He looks great, and even with his cape, even plastic looks great. He's got all the ammo there, all the clips and the twin gun holsters,
Yeah.
and he's got a hell of a face on this guy, huh?
Right?
You want to invite him to Thanksgiving dinner, right? So yeah, he's like a
Especially, yeah,
cyborg.
you really do if you
Go
want
ahead.
them to blast your in-laws, and as soon as they wear their welcome.
Yeah, right. And the robot can go around and eat the turkey.
Right? So
So, but yeah, go ahead,
I'm
show
gonna
something.
enlighten people's eyes with the collector's one.
Well, there you go.
Let me see if I can get it. Ah,
I do like the robot. It's so
I do
cute.
too.
But man,
I mean,
just having that big box.
and for the retail, I mean, what the resale market was so high when it first, like, people started getting the shipments. I mean, if I didn't have this one on the way, I could see spending $150 at the time for just getting the robot and a fancy box, because you're getting the blasters.
No.
You're getting the same chrome. Let me see.
Same
Oh yeah,
figure.
you're getting the same chrome blasters. You're getting everything
Yep,
that you
same.
got. The only thing is the robot, and I'm like, I seen it, and now, I mean, I think you can get it for like 79, 60 maybe even less now. It's been dropping every day as the market got flooded on eBay. I was gonna do like you. I was gonna get rid of mine, and then just get a standard edition, and it's not even worth it anymore, because I think they're selling for like $50 now ish, 59. I've seen a couple go. You pay your fees, you pay your shipping, and you walk away with $4, extra. I might as well just keep it.
Not worth it, guys.
No.
Not worth it. Let's see what else we got here. All right. Look at this guy. He's got the glove. Because the one I got, that Walmart exclusive, he didn't have the glove on.
Yeah.
So this is after the incident, and then he's got the poncho. Now here's a problem. You try to put the hood on.
It won't fit over the hat, right?
It's almost like if it does, it's attached to the cape.
Oh, so it pulls it up.
I mean, maybe you're supposed to, but I would hate to do that, right? I'll have to find out. I'll have to watch some of the review videos, because look, he's got
if you sit him on a speeder,
doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad.
If you sit him on a speeder, you got the action flow. It looks like he's flying, right?
That might have been the point. That might have been the point.
I don't think it
actually.
was.
So,
I really
hey,
knowing manufacturing and thing, I don't think it was, but I think it's a
we're
good.
trying to justify it.
Yeah, right.
So, but you can. You're not stuck with the helmet on here. I don't want to break this thing, but show us something while I
Yeah. Well,
take this damn helmet off.
I'm continuing on to Star Wars. I'll go into a personal story. So
Go ahead.
one of my characters I never had, which I wanted and didn't jump on and haven't been able to get because I don't want to pay the ridiculous aftermarket prices, is
Sure.
Clone Commander Bly. He's scheduled to be re-released. I had him pre-ordered at Big Bad Toys, and they're not coming out till next year, according to the shipping of them. It was like January 1st, 2021, which is just a placeholder for sometime next first quarter. So I went to GameStop, pick up some stuff, and I was talking to the girl there that worked there. She's newer. She's only been there about a month. It's my usual GameStop that I'm in before this pandemic. I was in there every week, buying all clearance shit and just chatting with the managers because I've known them for years. I used to work at a GameStop in the area when I was younger. So, just I like to keep my foot in the door, as they say, because you do build a community of gamers and toy collectors. That's awesome. So the new girl started telling me how she's like, because I was picking up an order and I was talking about Star Wars stuff. She's like, "Did you pre-order a figure?" I'm like, "No, I didn't think you'd have them shipped to the store anymore." She's like, "Well, I was cleaning out a drawer and this has been sitting here for like 6 to 8 months or something. You want it?" I'm like, "What is it?" She goes, she opens up a drawer and pulls out, bam, shabam,
Bam.
right? And I'm like, right? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So she was like, she looked up my info. She's like, "Oh yeah, you got a $5 coupon. Do you want to use that?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, thank you." So I ended up saving $5 on
like
it.
that.
Exactly, something that I wasn't gonna get till sometime next year. Off of the.
Did you get the one with the right strap? Like that weird paint.
No, this one's right. It's actually it's right down the middle. Can you see from there?
Oh, mine doesn't have that.
So because I think the paint was kind of off on the first runs. They would not either was offset or you didn't even have it. You had a break in the line.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a good find by me. I was happy about that.
It's date night for indoor. It's date night. Look at that.
It's a date night indoors.
Indoors. Yeah, I know, right? Where they're gonna have to put their masks on.
Well, they are family.
Well, they do have.
Oh no, sorry.
A blaster. But look at that. Look at the likenesses. He's getting sweaty being around this hot lady, but yeah, it's pretty good, man.
And what do you think of the sculpt? I think to me personally, I think the sculpt on Harrison Ford is good. I think it looks more closer to an older, like it doesn't look like the young one. Like I know they had a re-release of the the commencement ceremony after the Battle of Endor, where they all got their gold medals. Yeah, and he looked. Bespin? Yes, and he looked younger. He looked like that one kind of looks like they did more of a modern face sculpt in a way because the way his face is longer, it looks just like him. Like just like him. It's crazy. But he looks a little aged compared to the last ones I've seen.
Yeah, and you get satchel there.
Yeah.
Pistol. And it's gonna take me the whole show to take this jacket off, but it does come off. It's a little baggy, but what's that?
I like the duster jacket. It's so him. It's so the film.
It's a little baggy, and I saw that he had I think it was like SH Fig Arts had the tighter jacket, but you know what? You can tighten it yourself, and I'd rather have it a little looser because man, you could rip the thing if it's too tight. It's already hard to take off as it is.
Yeah.
So imagine, look, it's like playing with Barbie dolls now.
I don't like taking off the hoods because like you showed with your Luke, the hood's attached a little high on the cape part.
Yeah.
If you stop messing with it and pulling it, you're gonna stop popping threads because they pop so easy. So you're kind of like.
But there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
So not too bad.
Yep.
I haven't had it. This is my first Han Solo, believe it or not. I think. I like the one that was Bespin, but when I heard the Heroes of Endor pack was coming out with the leaks that we got, I was like, yeah, look at this.
So what do you think of that, by the way, where 90% of the figs were released on their own? The only thing I think was the Ewok was the only thing actually exclusive to that pack
Oh,
set.
Pat Blue. So the Heroes of Endor set.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was a disaster.
Right.
So I originally wanted it, and then I was like, no, I don't have room for it. And then it's like, well, I have a Pulse account. I have the ability to get it. And then if some of my friends need it or whatever, I'll get it. And then man, that I gotta say, I was like, I don't know what to do with this thing. I'm gonna throw it on one of the websites. I'm not gonna say what, and then see what it's not like, I'm just trying to get my money back at this point because Hasbro wasn't returning. They shut their phone off temporarily. I'm sure
Oh
you
yeah.
guys watching this dealt with the PulseCon. I think after PulseCon, they completely, they were probably getting a lot of phone calls about GI Joe Classified, and we'll talk GI Joe in a
Yeah, well,
second. So they,
that and shipping,
yeah, go ahead.
because stuff. No, I'm saying that and shipping. I tried calling not because I wanted to make a return, but because I'm like, where the hell is my product? I got charged for it.
Yeah.
A week went by, nothing, no updates. I was like, why am I getting charged way ahead of time? Usually things charge when they ship. There was not even a marked notice, and we all went into that in our group. I mean, I still have that happening. Something showed up at my door. One of these, what was it? Oh man, which one of those was it? I think it was the Wampa that actually, when it came in, I didn't even know. It still said processing on the website, and there it is, ding dong at my door.
Yeah, they're a mess. I mean, it's everyone's working from home. There's a pandemic. I get it, but yeah, they gotta do something about the situation there. They haven't taken charge with the. I mean, sometimes you're getting stuff fast, so it's hard to be completely mad at Pulse because this came awfully quick. I think this went on sale last week, right? So, and then look at this. She looks amazing. This is my favorite of the
Rest in peace.
of the wave.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. So this is my favorite of the three Endor. And do I even have it? No, I think this is my first Leia character too. I actually had a carded. Remember the first Star Wars, the carded one, the anniversary one?
Yeah.
It was a wedding gown, and it didn't have photo real.
Well, it wasn't the wedding. It was the white gown, right? That was her.
What?
That was
not wedding gown. White.
It was
sorry.
her chancellor gown from the Star Wars original, when she gets when she's up aboard the ship and Beta comes on and starts questioning her. She has that white.
You nailed it.
Counselor.
Right, and I bought the carded one. That was actually the only carded one I got, and just didn't have photo reel. There was nothing going. So I actually sold it to make room, because I don't like to open those ones that have the nice card back. As you see, this is my favorite of the Empire Strikes Back, because
it looks so good.
While I do have the figure itself hanging out with the other crew, but the card back itself is just tremendous. It's like with the Kenner and the Luke's never looked better. So
right. The big thing, as a Star Wars collector, I've said it. I have all of the, original. They launched in the end of 2012, 2013, and I have almost every single figure of the first 5 or 6 years. I have almost the whole set, minus a few of the last ones that come over the past year or two that are like GameStop exclusive, Purge, Trooper. I still don't have. If you waited and you're getting them now, the sculpts and the way that Hasbro changed their technique and sculpting like 2 years ago, maybe it was already. It feels like it was a year ago, but time just melts together now. I think it was about 2 years ago when they actually went to all digital scanning and a new process of sculpting. Photo real, yeah. And even their molding process completely changed. It was more electronic. Yeah, it's less hands in the mix, but you get that detail that is, they could take a still image, 2D image of a screen of a character, of an actor, and you can use that to extrapolate what a 3D image will be. And then now the molds, it's almost like, like it's laser etched, so it's looking phenomenal. I mean, like you said, the figures that I have that are old, they look nothing like the actors. Now it's like, oh my God, it's crazy.
Oh so goodness! Detailed. Go look at the orange box, Han Solo and Luke. They are a joke compared to the stuff that we get now. Yeah, I mean, we complain a lot about Hasbro and Pulse, but the designers, the sculptors of these figures, across Hasbro really are making tremendous stuff.
Yep. I mean, I'll say this: if you go to like Hot Toys, those heads are hand sculpted each one is made by hand. That's their big claim to fame. It's why it's so expensive. These are mass-produced figures coming out of Hasbro across their lines, but they really do, on a smaller scale, look very, very close to the actors or the characters that we see on screen, whether it's anime or cartoons or whatever. And it's not being done by hand. When one base mold is being done by hand, one sculpt, and then they input that data and scan it. So I mean, you're getting. I would honestly dare to say the quality of these new Hasbro figs that we're seeing is probably 70 to 80% as good quality sculpt as you're seeing out of Hot Toys. Hot Toys is in its own league. Nothing really can compare because they're all hand painted, hand sculpted. But you're getting pretty close for, general public purchases. I mean, they look real good. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks like Leia.
Yeah, exactly. The 2025 a pop. I was going to say that, and they've gone deeper with the articulation. There's a reason why we're getting re-releases of the Phase 1 Clone Trooper.
Yeah.
I don't have it here to show you. There's a bit of a delay with him, and also the Incinerator Trooper, which I would have loved to show you guys today. Also waiting. I'm sure I'm going to get it like next week or hopefully. Yeah. But there's a deeper articulation with these newer trooper characters as well. And then, of course, helmets that actually look like there's a head behind. And then what do you know? If you hot water it, boil it, take it off, it's an
actual unpainted sculpt head. Yeah.
It's Tamara Morrison, right? Am I saying that right? Yeah, it's Django. Yeah. So yeah, it's because he's the guy with the he's the influence for all the clones.
Exactly. Yeah. We're gonna go in. Speaking of delays. You said the Incinerator Troopers got delayed. I think everybody else's did. Just this week, a lot of us got the notice saying that it was the GameStop exclusive gaming greats. I don't remember the actual name now, but the
Scout Trooper. The Scout Trooper.
Yes, the Scout Trooper from gaming great Scout Trooper. I got one. Yeah, your item's gonna ship. All of a sudden, delayed till November or some shit. We got emails or whatever it is. I'm like, how come I?
Oh no, that one has shipped. So I think what GameStop has had a issue with the Electro Purge that you showed. Also, Darth Nihilus. Yeah, they immediately told us it was delayed, and then right away they sent another email. So check again.
Yeah, because I got the email that said. You got to update your payment information, which I've seen online. Thousands of people are getting, but yet it's marking it as shipped, but then it marked it as delayed because of payment, but my payment was right. It's like their electronic system is not.
Yeah, no, it's
shambles.
Oh, COVID-19. It's your electronic system, guy. Come on, fix it. But no, I was gonna say, keep an eye on those gaming greats because those are shipping right now as well. Yeah. I've got the Electro staff and the.
I know we're not doing good moods. But I'm very happy with, I will say this, with the, lately the gaming greats, you've been able to get them. There was no issue with selling out on the Darth Nihilus. There was no issue with the new one I'm waiting for. Even the Electro Staff Trooper. There was anybody that wanted it was able to get it. So that's nice. That puts us all in a good place.
We're talking good about GameStop. Imagine that.
Who would have thought?
That's what of all the things in 2020, one of the highlights is GameStop. That's the kind of world we're living in. Look, there's more Star Wars news coming. We just speaking of Black Series, we just pre-ordered, some of us pre-ordered Commander Pyre from Target. Believe it or not, Target. We actually were able to pre-order him. He was up for a couple hours, and then the R5P8, I didn't get it because I figured I could get, when I go get some groceries at Target, he'll be chilling. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think the Galaxy's Edge, I went to Target today and saw, who's a Cardinal.
Cardinal Commander.
Captain Cardinal. Captain Cardinal is there. And then last week when I was at a Target, I go to Target like every week. It's what toy collectors do. Last week I saw 3 Hondo, and then
me too.
The DJ RX8 is around. So these Galaxy Edge, I think there's an initial rush for them, and there wasn't for Pyre yesterday. And I think that taught the scalpers to stay away from it because it was up for a long time. I think it's scalper proof.
Yeah, I agree. I think Pyre is going to be peg warmer Pyre as well as peg warmer bot. I mean, okay. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. I like the exclusives, the looks. Do I want an all gold Phasma? No. I mean, to me, that's what I looked at it as. Phasma was chrome. And you can get her now in the $2 bin at CVS or some shit, some random weird place. You know, you'll see it in a bin for like $5. And I don't see Pyre being that fan craze, especially like you said, scalpers are even staying away from it really. So if you want it, you'll be able to pick it up. No worries.
Yeah, exactly. The Galaxy's Edge has been an easy release. And then don't forget, of course, this will be more difficult. This Monday will be Mando Mondays officially. So I think there was some stuff that did come out this past Monday, but as far as Black Series for The Mandalorian, of course, with the season 2 coming up on October 30th, we will see a lot of Black Series. And of course, what's that deluxe one that we're probably going to see? There's all kind of rumors. There's the Scout Trooper with the bike with Baby Yoda, the child. And then also we are going to see, as we mentioned earlier on an earlier show, Din Djarin actually will have a figure, and it's supposed to be the deluxe Mando where you can actually take his mask off. It comes with Baby Yoda, and it also comes with his crib. So we'll see what happens with that.
I want to touch on this since we're doing really, really good on time. For those people that do collect the Force effects lightsabers, the high-end lightsabers from Hasbro, they did announce this week that they will be bringing the Galaxy's Edge, those the temple lightsabers that are, you go there when you go to Disney World, you go into the temple, you buy your little coin, which gives you pieces to build your own lightsaber. It's a big ceremonial, like a ride experience thing. They're actually going to be selling those now right along with the Force effects, so you can order them online. That's going to be starting. They said they're going to start releasing more info at the end of the month. So that's another franchise that if people are into Force Effect Hasbro lightsabers and they collect those, they're about 250-ish for the Force Effects. Man, I'm so tempted to get the Palpatine because it looks amazing. There's lightsaber, but that kind of money, it's like that or an Xbox Series S. I'm like, yeah. But if anybody out there that's interested in the lightsabers, and was worried and wanted to go to Disneyland to get those temple exclusive Galaxy's Edge, experience lightsabers with the kyber crystals and the interchangeable things, and you can actually get that online now. More information to come. I think it's the end of the month. They said it was one of these next weeks. They're gonna start going more in depth to it. Something else to look out for.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of Xbox, I just finished Operation Blackout, the G.I. Joe video game last night. My review should be up by the time you watch this on godhatesgeeks.com. So yeah, that should be a fun time. But there was we did have an offshoot article, props to KJ Johnson for looking out. He did talk about what we may see from the classified line based on the alternative outfits and costumes and variant uniforms that we see from the characters in the game. I think the best part of the game, spoiler alert, this is not a good game. Operation Blackout is not good. But if you're a diehard G.I. Joe fan, it's still not a good game, but at least you get to see the character. At least you get to see the characters on the screen. And, you do get to ride one of these and for several missions, but not as Victor Von Doom. But I wanted to have.
Is it a satisfying moment in the game, or is it just a generic on rails crapshoot?
It's just this, like. Pew 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 pew.
So it's an on rails crapshoot.
Yeah, but it's not on rails. You can move around, but yeah, it's first person, so it's a little little generic. No, it is actually, it's third person. I apologize, but it feels like first person because there's not a lot of detail of the his tank, so you're kind of just like too worried about where the mark is going to the HUD and everything. But yeah, look at that. So this is the retro line from G.I. Joe. I said I wouldn't do retro lines in 3 3/4, and I'm half right because that's why Dr. Doom is there, because I don't want to buy the figures unless I absolutely am in love with the card back. See the Storm Shadow right there. I'm pointing at it. Yeah, it's Storm Shadow. I had that as a kid. So if I see that hanging out at Walmart, which most people won't, I will grab it. So, but I'm not trying to like hunt them down or anything if I just happen to see it. But yeah, the vehicles are pretty tremendous. I forgot, Ronnie, that you had to put the stickers on.
Stickers, yeah.
Took me 25 minutes with these hands.
Decals, yeah. Dude, I have kids, and I ain't even talking vintage stuff. Like any new toys you buy like that, like plastic tanks or anything, you got to put the stickers on. And it looks like I look like I did it with my eyes closed because my hands are shaking and sweating. They're sticking to my hairs. It's like, hey, geez.
And this is the deluxe Captain America. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm having fun with these things because I honestly didn't think I would get them. And because it was so much work putting in, there's so many decals. There's some here, there's some on the turret. But I love it. I had this one as a kid. I did not have the his tank, but yeah, why not, right? Crankcase gets to finally meet his hero, Steve Rogers. So,
Right.
keep it all American hero. No one's more real American than
G.I. Joe.
Rogers, than Captain America. But circling around with Operation Blackout, and there's just to take a look at this is the number one reason I get these things. This is
they look just like the boxes we had.
Yeah. If they didn't come in these boxes, I wouldn't get the vehicles, right? But I mean, this is really, truly in the toy box, I like to play with toy boxes. So, here we go. Cobra, these boxes are everything. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy like another place so I can have one room filled with all the boxes, right? That's
you know me, I'm an I don't unbox things. So the box is part of the display for me.
Then you're smart because you don't have to worry about the damn decals. So
right, I learned my lesson with my kids' toys. Never mind mine. I'll keep mine pristine.
Exactly.
But,
so
going into like vintage stuff. I know we have some Transformers, which was pre-order we're going to talk about. So I know that's vintage. If you want to bring that up.
Well, one more thing about I brought up Operation Blackout with the classified, but just to let everyone know that Australian website AFI, the American Film Institute, just getting Action Figure Industries or whatever. It's got Major Blood is in the system now over in Australia, ready for pre-order. Flint, and of course Lady J, the one everyone wants. So those three, no word on Barbecue or the Alley Viper yet, but those should be part of the wave that we just saw with Zartan and the infantry trooper. And then of course we have that whole other thing that I don't really want to talk about. Cobra Island. Hey, Cobra.
Cobra! Yeah!
Exactly.
Cobra Island.
So let's finish off the show. Let's talk Transformers. There's some in the corner somewhere, but I don't have any new Transformers to show you guys. Do you?
I have Transformers sitting in the ether somewhere, pre-ordered, waiting for some kind of shipment update eventually sometime in the next 8 years, because it's Hasbro.
Exactly. Hey, shout out to Jason Carrick. He was supposed to be on this week. He had to work 17 hours today.
He was that Star Wars guy. A lot of props to him because he got wrangled into like a 17-hour day.
Yeah, we were going to talk Fan First Friday from last week with him. So, but we just tell us, it really was just like, here you go, pre-order it. That's what we saw. We saw reveals, but they let us pre-order, and it was pretty simple. Yeah. Even Target stuff was up for a little bit, just enough for people to get. And the Walmart we couldn't find right away, so some people didn't get those.
Walmart didn't launch for like almost an hour or so after, and even then it trickled out. Like one character, two character, they weren't right at the launch. I think they said it was I can't remember the time frame. It was like 11 or 12 noon. I think it was when everything started dropping on Hasbro Pulse. But I know I'm looking at it right now. I just brought it up. You can still pre-order on Hasbro Pulse. You can pre-order the Grimlock, which looks amazing. Did you end up pre-ordering the Grimlock?
I did.
Me too.
You pre-order from Amazon. Yeah. So yeah, I did get the Grimlock. That was the one I did get, and I was like, do I have room for this gigantic thing? It's 86. It's the 86 movie line, man. Right? It's Grimlock.
Yeah, again, nostalgia driving the trends.
Had to.
The figure is a good size fig. It comes in a cool looking box, and it was only $49. It is only $49.99. You can still pre-order it. The pricing of Transformers has always been a little. I've always been skittish. I don't want to pay the prices that they charge for Transformers. It's not a cheap thing to collect. Especially when you have like so many different variants and you go into like a Target or a Walmart where they have their own exclusives and you see the Star Wars, the Transformers shelf and it's movie ones, movie studios, 18 different variations of Bumblebee. As soon as I seen these 1986 movie vintage ones, even the packaging is that we had of kids. When we were kids and you seen, I'll just go through them real quick if you want. Right now, still up. You can pre-order the Transformers Studio Series 86, the Scourge, which looks pretty awesome. He's blue. He turns into almost like, it looks like a hovercraft of sorts. What I ended up really wanting was I ended up pre-ordering Hot Rod. I missed Hot Rod when he was released in the G1 series for Walmart. He sold out, and then after the resale market, I didn't want to pay what it was. He's still available, $29.99. So if you missed that original Hot Rod G1 series, that Walmart exclusive, this one actually has more accessories. He looks a little more updated with the look to him, and you can get it right from Hasbro Pulse right now. The other ones, of course, you get that don't look like they're, well, let me start off like this. Jazz. Man, that's right out of our childhood. He's still available for $20. It looks like a lot of the other ones aren't, like two of them aren't available anymore, which is Cup. I gotta tell you, one that's still available, but for a reason, it's pricey. The the Series 69 Devastator, that the Studios movie, the one where I think he's sitting on top of the pyramid, destroying it all and sucking in all the. That one's it's $260. But boy, is it a transformer! It's pricey, but it's a big boy, and I can't remember how many it was, but it's a bunch of different individual transformers, just like the when they redid the Devastator, the G1 Devastator that was a Walmart, I think, exclusive, that was like almost like glow in the dark colors. How you get like the 6 or 7 different transformers. Each one transforms into its vehicle, into its work truck or dump truck or whatever aspect, and then they combine to make Devastator. I mean, if you look at the individual prices, if you were to buy them, like the Marvel Legends have the Build-A-Fig sets. So if you were to buy those figures individually to want a bigger fig later,
yeah, it'd be 140.
Yeah, you're going to end up spending around the same. So now you're just getting it all in Transformer glory.
Well, $260 is still pretty high. But
it is very high for a single purchase. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, a lot of stuff went on sale in Hasbro Pulse, and it was pretty. What was the stand? It was Grimlock the standout for you, or?
Yes, I just noticed something. So this might be. I don't know if this was. I don't know if this was part of their announcement, but the Takahara Generations Sound Blaster Hasbro Pulse exclusive is still up for. That is the variant of Soundwave, the Takahara Tammy one. Looks amazing. So if you guys want that, it's only $42.99. It's a really good looking Soundwave Sound Blaster, as they're calling him. He's still up. I thought he would have for sure been sold out. He's still up. Also, way back when, since we're on Transformers kick, when they announced the Gigawatt mashup months ago, I can't remember, was that at PulseCon or whatever the hell it was? Dude,
no, Walmart Collector
yeah,
Con.
Yeah, I'm F5 and like I'm breaking my key. I'm going right through the thing to my table, and it sold out. Yeah, exactly. And it sold out in seconds. I was so pissed. And then when they announced it was going to be pre-orderable again, another wave coming to them and to Walmart in October, we all didn't think so. We know how things happen. They'll sell out again. They're still up for pre-orders. Anybody that wants Gigawatt, which I haven't pre-ordered now, I'm so happy. That. If you don't know, Transformer Generations Collaborative, it's a Back to the Future mashup. So it's pretty much the DeLorean, and he has the flux capacitor on his chest. But when you transform the whole thing, it goes right into the back with like the back seat would look, and it just looks pretty awesome.
But now, Ronnie, it's not worth anything.
Now it's not a collectible, say, to flip. If you want it it's for the world. Enjoy. Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so you're actually going to keep it.
Do you remember the eBay prices? They were like $800-900 for a $30 thing, because I think they only had like 2,500 or whatever the stupid number was when the first release. They were going for 12. I think somebody sold one for $1,200. $1,200. 3 months later, baby, $29.99, suckers.
Exactly. So this is going to be the first time I've ever seen a child take toys out of a toy box and then still be in the box. Congratulations, Ronnie. You've done something new today.
Right?
I'm sorry, I called you a child. We're all man-child. So,
right.
Hey, Ronnie, any last thoughts before we hit the road?
Overall, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there that's been watching. This was a passion project that we all started, and it seems to be going well. We get new viewers, views keep increasing. We have a bunch of followers. We keep sharing on social media. I say thank you. thank you for taking the time to watch well, our madness, our love of toys, our all around silliness, because it really is. You know, we do this because we love toys, and we're glad that people are out there, and we're glad that we're able to continue doing it. As long as people watch and comment, we'll keep it rolling. I mean, that's the plan.
And thank you, Ronnie. And what the hell else are we going to do under quarantine anyway, right? But play with
Right?
all this crap. All
Yeah,
this
right.
pile of process crap.
We'll all be
Guys, it's
living in
been
boxes later, but we'll be selling our figs.
That's right. All right, guys. It's been a hell of an episode. This is the Toy Box, episode 7 of A Toy Kind of Mood. For Ronnie LaCure, I'm Travis Moody. We will see you soon.
Signing off.